So we jump into week 4. And it's always the question, man, where are the upsets? Where could they happen? This is kind of like a weather forecast. We're not trying to tell you exactly like, hey, they are beating them. We do that during the week, during our prediction show, and if we feel strongly enough about an upset, we'll put it on the docket there. But there's, I think, probably 4 games that I'm watching most closely that have some real upset potential, sort of that shark fin in the water, if you will, which is, I think, the best part about this whole segment is we get to use that lower third with the shark fin in the water. College football fans, if you're a sicko, if you're like us, you're watching games till like 1 a.m., make sure you're subscribed right here to the On3 YouTube channel. We appreciate y'all so much in advance. James Madison in North Carolina, maybe not the most appealing logo game, but JMU, they're 2-0. I don't think they're a walkover by any stretch of the imagination. UNC is a 10.5-point favorite at the crib. North Carolina now potentially could be doing a little peek over the old JMU logo. They see their game at Duke, rivalry game. I know it's not basketball, but still, that game matters to them. I'm not 100% sure exactly what you'll get at quarterback for North Carolina, but I do think James Madison could be a tough out in this one. Not calling my shot, but I do think that could be a tough out. Now, this is the one that, for us being in Nashville, is the most intriguing as we sit here right now. Vanderbilt going to Columbia, Missouri. The spread is 20.5, favoring Mizzou. Now, if you kept tabs on Mizzou last week and you just checked the box score, you say, oh, good, Missouri, they beat Boston College, more or less handled them. But there was a point now where Missouri, they had to fight and scratch and claw and turn it back on to be able to surge past Boston College. Like, Missouri didn't exactly look like the epitome of the creme de la creme of the SEC. Vanderbilt got a quarterback out there who's must-see TV. Nashville, Johnny Manziel, Diego Pavia, transferring in from New Mexico State. Got some shake and bake to him. We say this a lot with mobile quarterbacks. They're game plan breakers. So you might have the right defense drawn up. You might have exactly the right coverage, but like when the play breaks down and two takes off running out the back door, did you account for that? Do you have the right play design to then be able to calibrate for that kind of it factor at quarterback? I'm just saying now, 20.5, I'll say this, feels disrespectful. You will see that number on our gambling content on my Instagram page at JD Piquel, the segment we do there against the suits. Vandy plus 20.5, lock that in. Vandy outright, we'll see, but keep an eye on that one. Now, Miami, they go to USF. I say to USF. They'll take the however many, maybe they'll fly. I don't know. Not a long trip, rather, for Miami to play South Florida. Miami favored by 16.5. Beware of the home dog. Home dogs tend to bite now. I'm just saying. Miami, too. I know they look great against Florida, and I just told you I think they're one of the scariest teams in college football. But they haven't really stretched the legs too much since they got to play Florida. Like, that was a big moment, big game, and then after that you play Florida A&M. You play Ball State. USF, the Fighting Alex Golishes, they believe that they are able to compete with anybody in America. They took Alabama to that fourth quarter in Tuscaloosa. This one is at the crib if you're USF, and I'm just saying now, keep an eye on this one. Keep a very close eye on this one. I would still pick Miami to win this game. I don't know if I feel amazing about them covering, just by nature of what USF has been. Also, I'll say this about the Alabama game for USF. Think about the confidence that builds for them. I understand the final score was the final score, but for it to be a 1-point game in the fourth quarter, you look in the mirror a little bit if you're USF and say, okay, hey, we can hang. Now, Alabama was dinged up, I get that, but I think the confidence for USF could be a major factor in the fact that they host Miami. One more for you here. Akron at South Carolina. Full transparency, Akron's not great. All right, they're 1-2, losses to Ohio State and Rutgers, so it is what it is. But South Carolina, favored by 27.5. Lenoris Sellers, from what I am understanding, he might be a game-time decision. If he can't go, this offense has substantially less juice with Robbie Ashford. No knock on Robbie Ashford. We saw what we saw against LSU. Now, Akron's not going to be LSU, but I think that does make things a little bit more interesting. You pair that with the fact that South Carolina, man, just the emotional drain that last week's game against LSU was. College game days there, and you're up 17, and you are blaming the officials. Like, there's a lot that goes into that one. Are you able to pick yourself up off the map emotionally and go play in a game where you see the logo and you're like, man, we got Akron, like, doesn't exactly stimulate the senses as much as another SEC logo would. So keep an eye now. I know it's 27.5, but That could be one situationally that make things just a little bit more intriguing than they would have been. So keep an eye on that. That's the upset watch for week 4. The Money Game is out now on Prime Video. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, I would say we've talked about this for the better part of the last few weeks. So, hey, let's get locked in here. Essentially, the Money Game is chronicling the life of several high-profile LSU athletes, from a Livvy Dunne to a Jayden Daniels to an Angel Reese, all when NIL becomes a reality in college athletics. Okay, so college athletics, the NCAA says, hey, NIL, you're good. You can start making money from your name, image, and likeness with endorsements while still being able to play your sport. Wasn't allowed before. It's allowed now. So this kind of follows those athletes and their journeys. From executive producer and LSU alum Shaquille O'Neal, The Money Game is out now on Prime Video. So go and binge that 6-part docuseries. A lot of good stuff there. Someone who's really made college football season very comfortable for us here on the Hard Count. Not just like, I'm talking like in a very literal sense. Like during college football Saturdays, I am docked in, or I'm dialed in, I'm locked in, wearing like a Rhoback shirt, Rhoback hoodie. Like I wear Rhoback all the time for a very specific reason. It's the most comfortable. I think it's great looking. They have the best activewear on the entire market. If you need a polo to last you an entire game day, Rhoback is your answer. If you need a hoodie, Rhoback, also your answer. Now, you need comfortable shorts. What do you need? Yeah, Rhoback, also your answer. They just released a new licensed game day collection with novel polo designs and clean hoodie and Q-zip designs for some of your favorite schools. It's definitely worth taking a look at. Rhoback has also now been proudly leading the NIL charge. They've signed partnerships with college stars Jalen Milroe, Quinn Ewers, Caleb Downs, among others that are becoming a go-to brand for college athletes. So use code JD, no periods, those 2 letters. Use code JD on Rhoback.com for a generous 20% off for all new customers through the end of this week. That's spelled RHOBACK.com. That's 20% off all performance polos, shorts, and more with code JD. I'll say this too, Video Row got kitted this week. We got hoodies, we got polos for the production team. Like, they took care of us now. Strong reviews. So not just me saying this to you on camera. We got the whole team fitted, looking good, feeling good. Look good, feel good, produce good is really what they say.